Hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Happy Friday. I think all the bad weather has passed, so I'm hoping we don't have an eventful live like we did on Tuesday, I think it was. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it's pretty humid. I'm glad you're here. So I am live today. I'm doing some really kind of cutesy, fun, interactive-y kind of stuff today. And on Sunday, I'll be live again. It's already scheduled, so you can find it on my YouTube page. I got a tickle in my throat. But on Sunday, I'll be doing some stretcher supplies with some dies. Already been working on that, so I'm prepared and ready-ish. For today, I'm not sure how long the live will be because I prepped a lot today so that I would be ready to create like 3 cards for you. And we'll see what we can come up with. Hello. Okay, so Brienne is here. She is in the chat. She's our link ninja and she helps to answer lots of questions. Brienne, thank you for being here. And Mike is here too. And during the countdown, Mike goes, "Ah," and I go, "What?" And he said, "Oh, I just saw you on the screen." He's my brother, so he has to give me a hard time about things. Anyway, okay, so today is Lawn Fawn. I haven't done a live with Lawn Fawn in some time, and I was really missing it. And when I saw their collection that just came out, I had to play with it because it's so cute and perfect cards for kids. I'm so excited about it. So when I saw they always have a really good interactive die set in all of their releases, I believe all of them. And I always like using them because they really think their dies out and then have lots of products that work with it. Well, I thought the interactive die set for this release was great, but I wanted to see if I could use it for other things. And that's what I'm going to do here today. So first I'll use the interactive die set as it was intended. Then I'm going to change it up and give it a completely different feel so that it can be used for, I guess, less cutesy things if you want to, or different occasions or different feels. I don't know. Oh, good. So from Lawn Fawn, Kelly is here. Kelly is one of the owners of Lawn Fawn. You will never find a bundle of joy brighter than Kelly. She is a spot of sunshine. Also, Shari is here. Shari's in the comments. Shari has come on family vacations with us, and we love her. One of my kids' favorite humans. So I'm glad they're both here, so they can help answer questions too. So Lawn Fawn just had a new release earlier this week, as I mentioned. As part of their new release, they usually have a free gift when you spend $60 or more. Well, when I told them I was going live, they said they would give you all another free gift if you spend $75. So here's the thing, if you spend $75 at Lawn Fawn, you get 2 free gifts. You got to use my code, but if you spend $75, you get 2 free gifts. Mike, do you know what free shipping is there? What the cutoff is? So I'm going to show you the images here in a moment. Keep in mind that Lawn Fawn also has cardstock ink and the magnetic mats that I like and pattern paper and things like that. So 100. I will share some of those. Okay, so free US shipping's at $100. So $75 will get you 2 free gifts. $100 will get you 2 free gifts and free shipping. Just letting you know. So I am using a few new things today, but I'm using a lot of older stuff, things I've used before. So I like to combine things together. Mike, can you show the free gift images?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So this is the free gift that you get exclusive using my code Jennifer Freebie. You get a stamp set and it has things like "will weather this together," sentiments that go with the word together. It's a great set. And that will automatically be added to your cart if you use my code and spend $75 or more. Do you have another image?
Yes, I do.
This is the free gift with purchase that Lawn Fawn has going on for, I think it's through the 21st or something. If you spend $60 or more, you get that cat set. So if you spend $75 or more and use my code, you get both. And Brianne's right. They also have free classes with every new release. So you can go to their YouTube channel and see some great classes. Okay, next, Mike. Do you have the two images next to each other?
Yeah, I do.
So these are the two stamp sets that you get with my code if you spend $75. So there's the together set on the side. I like that you are amazing along the bottom. And you could use those sentiments with, other kind of images, but I know Lawn Fawn has a lot of cute images with multiple critters by each other that it would be perfect for. And then that cute Purrfect Autumn Stamp Set over there on the right. So those are the free gifts. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is start out by showing you some cards that the Sweets... Oh, Lawn Fawn said exclusive. They both are exclusive. You won't get those stamp sets any other way. So you only get them as free gifts. Oh, that's a good thing though, right? So you can't buy them. They're only available as free gifts. Awesome. Thank you, Kelly. That's very generous of you to do that. So I'm not using the two free gifts today. I should have. I'll tell you how you can incorporate it. But they're great gifts. Okay, so when I told Lawn Fawn that I was going live, they said they would send some cards because I was sick earlier this week and I wasn't sure if I would be able to create a bunch of examples for you. I like to show a lot, not just one card. So they sent me some cards, and I think I'm going to start by showing you the cards so you can see a little bit of it, and then also it will help me to give you an idea of where we're headed with the cards I'm making. Okay, so let's switch here to overhead. Yeah, I think that lighting's okay. Okay, so these are some of the cards they sent me. I did not make any of these. I see Callie person made some of them. The others were probably Lawn Fawn team, probably Kelly or Rebecca or Shari. So all of these came from Lawn Fawn. They will all be on the Lawn Fawn website. If you look in my YouTube description, it'll say new Lawn Fawn. It will take you to all the new products where you'll see these cards in the product pages. Okay. All right. So this is the first one. Callie made this one, Callie Person. She's on the Lawn Fawn design team. It's you can put anything on the front of this, but this is what's really fun and I think great for kids. And I'm going to show you how to change it up. Also, when you open it up, you can see these arms come out like the bear is going to hug you. Okay. I'm going to change it up and have him holding something. And then I'm going to change it up and make it not even a critter. Okay. Oh yes, Shari said all of these cards are parts of videos too on the Lawn Fawn channel. Okay. So isn't that cute? I just think that's adorable. And you will be amazed how easy it is to put together thanks to the dies. So that is like the basic mechanism I'm going to start with, but I'm going to change it up. Okay, here's another example from Lawn Fawn. I'm not sure who made it. Look at that. So I know Kelly made this in a video. They put a little flower in the bear's hand, and this one they ink blended on it. So it says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. So sweet. Just cute. I haven't done anything cute in a while, and I just needed to. I thought she was her dying. Who? Oh, what? I don't know. Okay, and just to show you, these pop-up bears, you can also use flat. You don't have to do a pop-up mechanism with it. So this is the same bear die cut, but they have it holding a little honey jar, so you can really change it up. All right, here is another one. You can see how basic it can be. Very simple, clean cut card with the bear that pops up. Okay. Now, using the same interactive dies, they have an add-on that you can do to make a ghost. See that ghost that pops up? Isn't that cute? I love the pattern paper all around it. So you can make a little ghost. All right. Then there is, get some of these out of the way. This is, look at this one. I know Kelly made this one. I think I saw her make both of these. So you can see. glitter paper on the front there. By the way, Lawn Fawn has great glitter cardstock in lots of different colors, and it die cuts nicely. Look at this. The cutest thing about this is that's a glittery ghost, and then all these like spooky things around it. Isn't that cute? So this is, I think Kelly made this. So the ghost is like an add-on to the bear interactive die set. And if I have time, I'm going to do a ghost example at the end. Just change it up. Okay. In addition, they have a, well, here, oh, by the way, this is what that ghost looks like if you just use the dies to create a little, like a ghost on the front of a card, like non-interactive. So you can use those interactive dies in non-interactive ways. Yeah, Lawn Fawn just came out with new colors of cardstock and new glitter cardstock, colors of glitter cardstock. I will be using Lawn Fawn cardstock today. Cammie, if you're listening, do you have the new swatches? You were working on them. Let me know, Cammie, if you have them. But I will show you those colors of cardstock if you remind me. But oh, more characters are coming in the future that can be used on their own and with the pop-up mechanism. This is what I was saying at the beginning that I like about Lawn Fawn. They're very creative with their interactive dies. They make them very easy to use. They have great, easy to follow videos on their YouTube channel. And then they come out with add-ons, all right, so that the basic interactive set gets more use, which I think is really, really, really important, you know, when you invest in it. Okay, so these are just a few other cards they sent me of some of the new products that they like. I'm not using these today, but I wanted to show them to you. Here she goes. Do you have the die? They're already on the ring? What were they called? Do you remember the colors?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe?
Something sunset.
Okay.
And forest teal.
Okay, perfect. Okay, 3. Okay, I will show them. Thank you. So this is that Hocus Pocus again, and look at these cute little cat images. So the spell book, How to Bewitch, You're Special to Me, and just these super cute cat images. So all that's new. I'm not using that today, but they have lots of new things in that new category that's worth looking at. One thing that they had that I really wanted to try to use today, and I don't have time for it, is they have a cat set of dies that makes this cute cat. This card's by, one of these cards was by Shari. I swore one was by Shari. I swore I had one by Shari. Anyway, this cat set, you can make him stand in different ways. And I sneeze looking at cats, but I have a lot of friends who are cat people, so I definitely would be able to use that. Mike, can you show some of the cat images I gave you? Yep. These cat images are from the Lawn Fawn website. You can see their design team member's name along the bottom, like this one's made by Grace. You can see some of the different cats there that, thank you. See some of the different ways you can position those cat die cuts. That die set is called, oh dear, let me see. Hold on. I'm just seeing what the cat die set is called. I'm not seeing it. It is called Build-A-Cat. Okay, so there's lots of different body parts of cats, so you can layer them up however you want. Is there another one?
Yep.
Build-A-Cat. Yep. Look at this one. I thought this one was really cute. They just used the cat head and colored them to look like different types of cats. So you can personalize the die cuts with that sweet heart in the middle. Look how cute it is. Another one? Oh, this one's cute. I thought this was great. Audrey made this one. It's got a spooky hat on it. So they have little add-ons that you can do to make them work for different seasons. And the Lawn Fawn people are here in the comments. Shari said the Build-A-Cat works with the Build-A-Critter accessory sets. So they have Build-A-Critter die sets that give you accessories to put on the cats and other critters they have. Shari made this one. I think that is so cute. You're a cool cat. I love the glasses. Is that it for the cats? Okay. So that is the Build-A-Cat. This one I thought was a great card. It's more of those kitties. I put a spell on Meow and Hocus Purrcus. So lots of cute, have a magical Halloween. Mike loves puns. So that is part of the new release. I know there's cat people out there, that's why I wanted to mention it. Let me see what this set's called. The cat is Hocus Pocus. Okay, and then this one I loved. Callie made this one, and I saw this on the website, and I thought it was great. They have a great Acorn die set. There's actually 2 of them. I wanted to try to use this. If I have extra time at the end, maybe I will. But this is the stitched Acorn frame, and it is perfect for making a shaker. Lawn Fawn has a bunch like this, and you can see all you have to do is die cut them and put some foam tape behind it, and you can create a shaker window so easily. And there are little faces, but you can skip the faces if you want, you know, just more of a less cutesy, I guess, but that face is so cute. Isn't that great? So that is the stitch Acorn frame, and then these border pieces are from the leaf and acorn border. So I should have used these leaves. I might use these leaves today. I might. I just saw them. There's also this outside stitched acorn, and they coordinate together. But this one isn't a shaker window. Mike, I gave you something that says acorns. Can you show that image? I thought these were cute. I saw these on the website, their website too. They said I could share these. Look how cute those are. Great for little gift tags or to stick on a card or place settings. I love that they put the cats on the acorns. So those are some examples. Now let's see. Oh, there's one more example. This, I thought this was also cute. Lawn Fawn sent me this one to share. These cute little ghosts that you can make into a tag, and you can see the hands are holding a little pumpkin. I thought these would be great for little party favors or to stick onto a card. I thought that was cute. So just wanted to show you some of these products. There's the Build-A-Cat. This is the Hocus Pocus one with the cats. Remember, they have stencils now for their stamp sets if you want to use stencils to color instead of coloring by hand, which I like the stencils. They make it so much easier. Yeah, the acorns can be elegant or cute. They can go either way. And that's what I like about it. Okay, so those are some of the other things. I am using today the Big Hugs pop-up, okay? Now, I'll explain it a bit and then I'll use it. It's the Big Hugs pop-up. These are the dies that you get with it. This is the interactive piece, this big guy here. Am I like going in and out again? I need a new camera, Mike. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, guys. One of these days I won't have this problem anymore. Okay. This interactive piece here is what makes it happen. This does the magic. Now the bear dies come with the pop-up Big Hugs. It's called Big Hugs pop-up die set. So the bear pieces come with it. However, they also came out with the Big Hugs Ghost add-on. So you use these along with this interactive die, and they're going to have more of these coming out in the future. But you will see that I'm going to use this also without the bear or the ghost. I'm going to do something completely different. Okay, so I'm going to start with the bear because that's what you get in this. Then I'm going to do something different, and then we'll come to the ghost. All right, so this is the Big Hugs pop-up die set. All right, so I did lots of prep, all right, so that we would be ready to go. Let me explain to you the card because I've already made the front of the card, and we're going to do the pop-up bear on the inside. All right, let me tell you about that. Hold on. I've got my Lawn Fawn cardstock is one that I love and I've used for a long time, but I had run out of colors and I just recently restocked on all them. So I have a new cardstock swatch book and I'll be using the colors more. And I'm using all the colors today. There are some in the Lawn Fawn cardstock category that I really like, and I'm using a lot of those today. So let's talk about the front of the card first, because I assembled it already. Usually when I do a card that's interactive on the inside, I keep the front simple, but I kind of stepped it up a little bit. I don't know. For this particular one, I wanted to do like a love hugs kind of theme card. So first of all, the Sending Love, it's an older die. This is the Lawn Fawn Giant Sending Love die. It's an older one. I've used it before and I just really like it. And I thought it went well with the big bear. Okay, so I cut Sending Love from 2 different colors of Lawn Fawn cardstock that I love to use together, Minty Fresh and Sage Leaf. They're like mint colors, mint and sage, bluish green. Okay, and I think they look so good together. So I did the Sending Love with those 2 colors. The nice thing about this die is the inside letters you could use alone. You don't have to use the outline with it. And then you can make a smaller grading. All right, now for the background, I used an old favorite of mine. This was on my favorite, when I would do my favorite crafty things. This background die was on it. It's been out for years and I like it so, so much. That is the Quilted Heart backdrop. Now this is the portrait version, so you use it this way, so the hearts are upright. They also have a landscape version where the hearts go the side to side. So I just use the portrait one a lot because I make a lot of portrait cards. So I cut that from white and glued it onto a note card that I made from that Minty Fresh cardstock. Lawn Fawn cardstock is heavyweight, so you can easily make a card base out of it, okay? So you can see how the Minty Fresh peeks through the heart openings. Now in some of the little hearts, I inlaid some little peach colored hearts using Lawn Fawn Peach cardstock, okay? So just here and there. And then here in the center, I use the new color. Here it is, Sunset Orange for a bigger heart, and then I put a peach heart on top of it because I really liked this color combo of this. Oof. Minty Fresh, Sage Leaf, Peach, and Sunset Orange. This Sunset Orange is very pretty, okay? So that's what I did on the front of the card. So I just glued that, it was just gluing. I didn't want to take the time to do that during the video. We're gonna work on the interactive element on the inside. Okay, so using the Big Hugs pop-up die, this is the interactive element. And I cut that from the Minty Fresh cardstock. I usually recommend cutting this from whatever color the inside of your card is. So you want that to match. I think it helps, but I can tell you how to change that if you want to, okay? So this is good to make out of cardstock. All right, so there are score lines that the die makes. Here, 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 there are a few around there. We're gonna fold along all of those. So I'm gonna fold back along all of the score lines. You can reinforce it with the bone folder, but I'm pretty lazy. So I'm just gonna fold along those score lines. All right. If you missed how to get the 2 free stamp sets, it's in my YouTube description below under special offers. So you can see I've folded along all of those. Now, if you look here, do you see, come on. There are little triangle score lines there and there. We need to fold on those, which seems like it might be tricky, but it's really not. You know what? I'm just going to reinforce these. I'm going to be a good girl because Kelly's here and I want her to know I did my best. So I'm just going to reinforce those. It just makes for a nice fold. I don't know that you have to. Okay, there we go. Okay, I feel like a rule follower now. Okay, so there are these little triangles here. The way to get to fold along those is really easy. Just kind of push right here on that score line and you just kind of push it and see how it's starting to go in. You're starting to see that triangle go in and you just keep pushing it until you can squeeze it down. Okay? See? I'll do it on this side too. There's the point. I'm just going to kind of push along this line here. And you'll see it. See how the triangle starts going in? Okay. And you just push it all the way in. There's score lines there. So it's easy to do. So you have those like little elements, all right? You can start to see that interactive element. And if you remind me at the end of this, I came up with a way that you can cut a chunk of this out and create it for a non-big interactive thing. But you gotta remind me, okay? So this is what you have, okay? Now we need to put that inside of our card, all right? I find it easier to put this inside of your card now than it is when you decorate it. I don't know. That's my guess. Now, Kelly Marie is smarter than me. Kelly over at Lawn Fawn is smarter than me. She's done videos using this. She uses double-sided tape so you don't have to wait for it to dry. I like liquid adhesive because I don't trust my first placement. All right, so I will do, this is something that Kelly does in her videos. She marks where the adhesive is gonna go so you can see. So first up, you're gonna put adhesive right here on this bottom flap, underneath where those little triangles are. All right, so I'm gonna put liquid adhesive on that. She does double-sided tape, anything strong that you feel you work best with. So I put liquid adhesive right on that flap. Now, let me think about how I do this. Okay, so let me look at it this way. So I'm gonna fold this up. Come on, arms, go ahead. So see how I folded it up? The adhesive is up. Now I'm gonna take this and close it down. All right, let me do it again. Okay, so I've got this flap here, put glue on it, tuck my arms in, and then just take it and close it down. Okay, now I'm gonna put something heavy on that because I chose to use liquid adhesive, so I have to wait. But while that's drying there, I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna just do, I've got these bear pieces, and this is his belly, and this is his snout, and I want them to be lighter, but I felt like white was too stark for that, especially for the nose. So to make this cardstock lighter, I'm gonna cheat. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna cheat. Let's get a Post-it note out here. Just because it's right here. Put some glue down. Oh, that's a new glue. Hold on. What's going on here? What do I do? Mike, can you figure out what's wrong with that guy? Let's see if this one works. Something's wrong with my glues. I don't know what's wrong with it. This is a new batch that I got. I've never had these problems. Is it? It might be the Post-it. Hang on. Oh, it's the Post-it. That's weird. Okay, anyway. I just put some glue on there, and I'm putting my die cuts on it. These die cuts are from craft cardstock from Lawn Fawn. I'll show you in just a moment that you can, they have a paper bag, which is like a dark craft, which is really nice. I like both of them. This is a great craft. I feel like craft cardstock's getting harder and harder to find. But there, I just lightened it by rubbing some white pigment ink over it. And I feel like that's better. Maybe I'll put a little more. There we go. I could use an ink blending tool. Why do that when you have your finger? Hold on. Find my white. Okay, let's do this. Oh, there you go. See, you can do white lighter like that and do as much as you want. Oops. Let's see what it looks like on there. Yeah, see, it's not as harsh. So I'll do that with this too. There we go. Now those pieces are light, and I can give that time to dry. I just wanted to do that while liquid adhesive was drying. Okay, goodness, I'm a mess here. Okay, so let me show you. That is craft cardstock from Lawn Fawn. The paper bag is like a darker, like a true paper bag, and they go really nice together, just so you know. I just bought a ton of both of those from Simon Says Stamp. Okay, so back to this. That's been drying. right? So this is what you have, this funny little mechanism, and you can see already how it pops up, okay? So that's what you have. Now, super easy, we need to put this into our card. First thing we're gonna do is right here, it looks like a mushroom. That's what Kelly called it, as a mushroom. See, this looks like a mushroom. Or a, let's go with mushroom, okay? See that there? Or a UFO beaming people up, okay? On that little platform, you're gonna put adhesive. If you're smart, you use double-sided tape. If you're a wimp, you use liquid adhesive, okay? See, it's all there. Now, I've got this flap sticking out here. Looks like a Dawn dish soap bottle. I'm gonna lay that flap right into the crease of my card. You could do horizontal or landscape or portrait. I'm doing portrait this time. I'm gonna lay that in to the center, so that goes right in the crease, and press that down, okay? So the glue, it's glued back there. And this goes right into the crease. Then I'll put strong adhesive, well, let me put pencil mark on this tiny little flap, like the lid on the bottle. I'll put glue on that. I'm kind of trying to spread it around so it doesn't ooze out. And then I'll close it right down onto it, okay? Now, I'm gonna give that some time to dry. All right? All right, Mike, are there questions while I do this?
Yeah.
I wanna heat set this. I don't wanna wait for it to dry, because we're gonna come to it soon. Just putting it back on there. Oh, Miles, it's good to see you, Miles. I'm glad you're here. Lila's upstairs. She started high school. Can you believe that? She talks about you all the time. Lila and Miles met us outside of Disneyland one day. Okay, or Miles did. Oh, Erica, thank you. I love you too. Okay, so let me show you something while that's drying, okay? Lawn Fawn's really cool because they include a die so that you could just cut from black cardstock and glue to the back of it so that the black eyes and nose shows through. They also have this die that you can cut from like a peach color cardstock and glue behind it so that the peach shows through. And then there's same thing for the feet. I want mine to be inlaid. I'm just going to show you this. It takes a little more time than just gluing those die cuts on the back, but I like the look of it. So what I do is I flip my die cut over and I put clear Scotch tape on the back over the holes. All right. You could, I feel like this will make it not as bulky, and then it'll be an inlay look if that's what you're looking for. Then I have my little die cuts and I just pop them in. Uh-oh, did I cut the eyes? I didn't cut my eyes. Let me get my eyes. So I'll just cut this from black cardstock. I know I had some black cardstock in my trash I put, hold on. So this is just another way to do inlay. Put clear on the back and it works out well. Did I do the ears? Yes, I did the ears. So see, boop. And this cardstock here, I believe is Blush from Lawn Fawn. It's a super, super light peach color. And it works great for like cheeks and ears or whatever. So here are the eyes. I probably should have done black glossy for the eyes and nose. I can always go back and add another layer on it. Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot his little snout. Oh, please. The little snout I just made. Where'd it go? There we go. What was the question? You said there were questions?
Oh, somebody asked,
There we go.
their ink pads, are they felt or?
The ink pads are felt. They are, I'll be using some later. They are similar to like a Gina K, Hero Arts type of ink pad. And they have great colors. Lobster is I've mentioned this many times in lives. Lobster is my favorite red. like true red color. And I believe they have lobster cardstock, but when I ordered it, it was out of stock. I'm making a mess today. It's one of those days. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside for now. Okay, so now back to this. Actually, I'm gonna keep going because I don't wanna mess with the glue just yet. But you'll see that was easy to put together. I'm gonna put these little cheeks on. You could also use like a marker or ink blend a little cheeks on. I'm not doing any ink blending on today's. I don't know why. Let's see, I want to look at their example. I think this goes like that, but let me see. You could also cut the head off the body here, and oh, it goes lower. You could also cut the ink off the head off the body, sorry, and have just a cute little head that you put on a project. We'll put it right there. And then I've got the paws. Now for the paws, I think I'll take the time to do the little die cuts again. I know it takes time, but I like the inlaid look. What sounds harsh? Something sounded harsh that I said? I'm not surprised.
I don't know, but Betsy said
Betsy said that.
Yeah.
Betsy, I'm rarely harsh. What did I say? I've had a week. Let's just say that. Okay. Oh, cut his head off. That's right. I cut his head off. All right, I'll come back to that. Let's look at this. Watch. Okay. So let that glue. Let me just kind of give it a little love. Look at that. See? It flattens great to go into an envelope, and that pops up. So you can glue the ghost on there, the bear on there. I'm going to do something else in a moment, and they're going to come out with more critters that go on there. Isn't that fun?
I once caught a fish this big.
Yes. Did you put your mic on for that?
Yes, I did.
Well done, Mike. Well done with the mic. Okay. So I'm going to put this over top and just pop those in. So I have tape in the openings here. So I could just pop those in. I love doing this, inlaying die cuts. And again, they have dies. I could have used these solid dies cut from peach and then glue this cut from brown on top, and it would give you a similar look. But I just love inlay. It makes me happy. So let me cut the extra tape off. I probably would add more dimension to some of these elements. However, it's going on the inside of a card, so I don't want it to have too much dimension. Put that there. Oh my goodness, is that cute or what? I hope wouldn't that be fun if they came out with a snowman? I hope they do. That would be cute. Oops. Oh, by the way, there are examples on the website of making this bear a polar bear. So you could easily make this a polar bear for a winter card or holiday card. I considered doing that today, but I had an idea of changing this one up. That might drive me crazy and therefore drive you crazy, but we'll see. Because I like to overcomplicate things. All right, so so see how I used white ink on the craft cardstock to make a lighter shade? Sometimes we ink cardstock to make it a darker shade. In this case, I wanted a lighter shade. So there we go, look at that. Okay, you could even use felt to cut those pieces so they're soft. You could make anything, a penguin would be cute, you're right. So now this gets glued onto that little platform. I'm going to glue that right on there. His head, it's best, Kelly said it's best for this to be pointed straight up, the front of your card straight up, when you lay the top of his head up against the back of the card here. I'm going to press all of it down. All right, just feeling it. Look at that. Now, yes, his arms are the wrong color. Just give me a second, I'll fix them. All right, now there are arms here that will glue on, but I'm looking to overcomplicate things. So I was talking to a friend on the phone earlier today while doing this, and I'm not sure if it'll work. I thought it'd be fun if when he opened his arms, like, I don't know if it's gonna work, string of hearts moved with it. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let me try. So I did this, all I did is I took some silver string and I glued a heart on the front of the string and a heart on the back so that the string is sandwiched between. And so I have 3 hearts on there. I'm wondering, but I don't know. How's that? We're just gonna tape it on the back of these little hands and see if it works. So I'm gonna take a little piece of tape here and just take the end of this string and tape it to the back of his arm. Okay, so it's coming out the back of the arm. So it's kind of like in his hand, paw, whatever you want to call it. Let me just try this. This is the stuff I normally try off screen, and I kind of tried it, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if it's really going to work. Okay. This is a regular A2 top folding card. You can also make it in a landscape. It works in either size, and therefore you could make it in a giant size, like you can put it inside any note card, even a square. You can put it in 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and you can see it fits just fine. So it'll definitely fit in 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square, A2, which these are, and then it will fit in bigger, 5 by 7 and whatever. Okay, so let me see. So I put these in his hand. I haven't cut off the extra yet, but let me see. I need to make it tighter, but I think it kind of works. All right, let me see. Let me see. Okay, so what I think I'll do is, let's try taping onto the front of the hands of these and then put those on top. I have no idea. This is where Jennifer could crash and burn. It's happened, hasn't it, Mike? Okay, so I'm gonna put a piece of tape right there. No, I don't like that. Put a piece of tape right here. I'll show you once I got it down. Not there. Thank you. Thank you. Who said that? Joanne, thank you about the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I never ask, but you guys have no idea how much it helps. Let's think. I want this to kind of come out the top. All right, so let's try over here. I might have to make it tighter. Let me get it down and then I will show it to you. This is definitely overcomplicating this pop-up die. Yeah, let's see. It needs to be a little bit tighter. Other things that you could do here is just put like a little balloon that comes out with his hands. There's a lot you could do. You just got to test and make sure that it doesn't hinder the interactive. Yeah, see? Okay, so what I did is I put, see how I put taped the string on the paw over here and on the paw over here, and I'll trim off the extra down here. And then I'll put these on top. So let me cut this off. So it kind of looks like it's coming out of his paws, but you know what? That's the only surgery I want to do online today. I'm sweating. Why am I sweating, Mike? It's hot in here. Okay, so now this is going to get glued in here. Okay, so you just glue. Let me look in there. Yep, you glue it down until it stops. What?
I'll be a minute.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. I want my hands to be a little bit shorter. Because I taped it down, I'm just gonna cut a little bit off my hands. You wouldn't have to normally do this, but I want it to kind of look like the strings coming out of his thumbs. So I just take these little arm die cuts, lay it down on there, and it covers up. So see how it looks like the string's kind of coming out from his paw-ish? I could have taped it directly on the front, like going on his hand on the front, but I don't want that to hinder the movement again. So this is just how I decided to do it. Oh, thank you, Cece. I appreciate that. Okay, So I'll put one on over here. There we go. So let's see, my hearts are flipping over though, but let's see, okay. So when you close it, and then when you open it, and look at that! So it looks like he's kind of holding it. You close it, and then you open, hold on, close it, and then you open it. See how it's stretching there? I'll probably put a drop of glue right there and let it dry so it keeps that position. But see it, close it, open it. I love it because the hearts move along with his arms. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yes. Erica, I could put a little notch and tuck the string into it. That would work too. Yep. Oh, but that's so cute. Isn't that cute? So now in here, oh my gosh, it's 10 million degrees. Is my air conditioning out, Mike? That would be just what we need as a topper to this week. Oh, here we go. I probably will come back. This is an older set called Long Distance Hugs. And I might, so sending love, and when you open it, I think I might, later I'll come back and stamp sending hugs right here. I could put it on his belly, but I don't think I want to. So, isn't that cute? I love that it moves. So that's sending hugs. No, long distance hugs. So I would do the sending hugs right here. Probably in black ink, and then you would write your personal message underneath. Glue the big, I could glue the big heart down so it doesn't flip over. But I want it to move. I like that it moves. I just might have to, it'll be fine. If I put it in the envelope with it in the right way, see how it stays enough? That's so cute. Oh, I love it. So that mechanism's really easy to do, okay? So that is the pop-up, Big Hugs pop-up dies. You can see it flattens nicely. Now, I want to try to change it up. This is where Jennifer might crash and burn. I'll do the ghost after this. But I spent a lot of time prepping this next one, and I really hope it works. Okay. This is what I've prepped so far. Hello, Sunshine. It's hard to see in the camera, but it's so pretty in real life. Okay, so it says Hello, Sunshine. One of my other favorite Lawn Fawn dies. I've used this one a lot too. It's the same feel of that last one, but I love that hello, and you can cut the word hello off or cut the word sunshine off. Oh, the little hearts that I put on it, those were from my stash. I don't know what, they were just stuck in my cabinet door. I'm not sure what those little hearts are from, but a lot of die sets have small little hearts. All right, so I did the white for the outline, and I did Lawn Fawn colors for the others. Where's my swatch book? So for the yellow, I used their Sunflower, which is a great buttery yellow. And then for the background, I used their Mist. It's not the misty Minty Fresh from before. You can see Minty Fresh is a little more green. Mist is more of a true light pool color, okay? So the background I cut from another one of my favorite background dies from Lawn Fawn. Look at the detail in it. Isn't that great? That is the Quilted Diamond Backdrop. It cuts tiny little holes and then pierces a bunch of pattern. I just love it. And I did that panel from Mist cardstock from Lawn Fawn, and I put it onto a Mist note card. This note card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this time I'm making a landscape version, a horizontal version. All right. I do plan to add some flowers to the front of this, But I'm not going to waste my time adding anything else until I'm sure the mechanism works. Actually, we can do it while in the steps where the mechanism's drying, okay? So I have cut the Big Hugs mechanism from the same color cardstock I used for the note card. So that's mist. So we're going to fold back on each of the score lines that the die makes. This is so easy to do. And it took me a while to put it together last time because of all the waiting for the liquid glue to dry. If you use double-sided tape, you don't have to wait. Let me do double-sided tape this time so you can see that it's very fast. So I folded back along all of the score lines. Then we have these triangles. You just kind of push on this little corner here, and that triangle, those score lines will fold in, and then this same on the other side. I did not use an embossing folder. I used a background die, and it is this one, the Quilted Diamond Backdrop. All right, so there we have our mechanism. Let me get my double-sided tape. Doop-a-doop-doo. So first off, we start by putting double-sided tape on this flap right here. That works. Okay. Remove the release paper. What's going on up there, Mike?
Nothing.
Are any of our friends here yet?
No.
Is Mom here?
No.
Okay. So there's adhesive on this little flap right here. We're going to flip it over, and I tuck the arms in, and I just fold that up. Fold that flap up. You'll see little Mickey Mouse ears sticking out right here, the little hands. Adhesive is right there. It has exposed adhesives right there. All you have to do is close it down on it, and that gives you what looks like a Dawn dish soap bottle or a 2-liter of soda. Okay. Now, next, double-sided tape on this mushroom shape area. And I'm just going to put double-sided tape along that. Okay. Aren't these fun? You like voting? Okay, well, I'll let you vote on the next one. Unfortunately for these two cards, I did a lot of prep to save time, so there's no voting for this, but I'll let you vote on the next one. So now there's adhesive exposed on this mushroom shape. I'm gonna take this, remember this little flap here? You put the edge of this flap into the crease, and you can put it off to the side, but I think I'm gonna put mine, I think I'm going to put mine in the center. So I put this little edge of the flap right into the crease. And once it's there, you can measure it. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to eyeball center. You just press your mechanism down. Okay? So that's what you have. Now we just need glue here. And that's it. That's it. Babs Nurse, thank you. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to put 2 pieces of double-sided tape, but my little gringy paws were all over it. I'm afraid I removed some of the tape or the stickiness. So I'm going to remove the release paper from that double-sided tape, but also put a little liquid adhesive on it too. That will dry very secure no matter what. Okay, so there's adhesive on that little flap. You just close it. Oh, I did it backwards. See, shouldn't have used double-sided tape. Card surgery. It is easy. I just put my card backwards. See, that's what I get for making my card ahead of time. No worries. My next door neighbor's a surgeon. I'll use his powers. Okay, there we go. You just redo that. Okay. Ugh. Let me put some more foam tape on there. Isa, you're on a pontoon boat watching? I love boats. I want a boat so bad. Okay. No, actually, I want a best friend with the boat so bad. Okay. So, rewind. Adhesive on the mushroom. Open up the card the right way. Tuck that little flap up into the crease. So it's up into that crease. Press this down. All right. Now this adhesive on the top of this bottle cap, this little flap, and close the card down. Okay. So there. Now you've got the mechanism. Okay. Now mine's not dry there. What happened to my bone foil? I don't know. I found this underneath a bunch of, underneath where like another person sits in this craft room and when they come over, which is never, it looks like there's teeth marks on it. So I'm wondering if a puppy chewed on this years ago. It doesn't seem right because they never chewed on things like that. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe somebody left it here. There you can see. Okay. Now, I want to make a flower. This is where I could crash and burn. You see how easy that is to put together. So I could put the bear on here and be good to go. But I like to make things difficult. I just want to find a different use. So this won't be as cutesy. This is more of just a happy card. I'm using an older die set from Lawn Fawn that I've used many times. Two older die sets that I've used many times with different interactive things. My dog doesn't chew things, so I'm not sure why it's like that. I don't know. Anyway, this is the Lawn Fawn Magic Iris Sunflower add-on die. Now it's meant to go with their Magic Iris, which is a really cool interactive mechanism that that Lawn Fawn has, and I've done videos with it. I've also used this with other of their interactive dies. It's one of my most used Lawn Fawn dies. I'm going to try using that today. And then I needed some leaves, leaves and smaller flowers. So I chose the Happy Hibiscus, which is a much older set too, and you can see mine's been very loved. So I'm going to try to do a sunflower instead of a bear and have leaves come out the side. Why? I just think movement's fun. Gran is good. She has a busy, I didn't really center that. She has a very busy social life, so we don't see her very often.
She's on her way.
She's on her way. She was at the mall again.
Okay.
That's all she does. Anyway, she is good. She
went
moves
somewhere with,
in a month
for lunch
with friends.
and,
Okay.
the boys.
She did yesterday too. Okay, so this is number 2 pencil. That's the name of the color from Lawn Fawn, number 2 pencil. Isn't that great? And I cut that with the Magic Iris Sunflower add-on die. I'm gonna put glue on that and glue another one on top that I cut from their sunflower cardstock. So the one on the back is a little bit darker. I just thought it'd be fun to layer it up a tiny bit, hoping it works. Okay. Now, I have the sunflower center. I love the detail on this. This is brown cardstock from Lawn Fawn. This is called, it's a good basic brown, chocolate bar. Okay. I'm gonna again use tape. Just flip this over and put tape along the back just to glue that center in there. There are other ways to do it. I could do it on here, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to move things because I don't know what I'm doing. So this seems like the easiest way to make this one whole piece. All right, so there we go. Isn't that cute? You could really add a lot to this by inking it, but I'm being lazy, okay? You could totally do shading. You know what, it needs shading. Like I said, I'm gonna do shading. Let's get Lawn Fawn. Let's do, hold please. Number 2 pencil. So the back color is number 2 pencil. This is number 2 pencil ink. There might be some orange on my brush still, but that's okay. I'm gonna just do some blending on the center here. Now this is, I'm inking my orange also, or my brown also, but you can't really tell, right? Because it's already brown, so Just trying to put more color down. Might want to come in with you could come in with a darker color. I'm not going to. There we go. I like that. Now I got to ink everything. I should have inked the background, but all good, all good. Okay, now I'm not sure how this is going to work. So I'm going to use just tape runner to put this on for now. But yeah, see, these work fine. I will come back and do something more secure. I put a line of tape runner down the center, and I'm going to put that right onto here. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I need some more. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I got ink on it. Oh. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Look at that. It works. Look at that. Isn't that sunflower fun? Okay, now, not done. Leaves. Now I gotta ink my leaves, Mike. Okay. Let's go ahead and ink some things. And if there are questions, I can try to answer them. I know somebody's gonna ask where you write your personal message. I would write it up here. Is it hard to glue the tape down? No, you know why? This doesn't want to stick, glue doesn't want to stick to this slick surface here. So that was my problem. So there, and I have a bunch of that on the back of my flower. Let's do our leaves first. I'm just gonna put some shading on those. Because I did shading on the leaf, I feel like, or on the flower. Let's do Noble Fir, which this is a great wintry green, like evergreeny kind of color. Let me show you. Trying to find some cardstock here. See, nice evergreeny. So I'm just going to use that to ink these up quickly. These right here, I'm not using the whole things. I'm using the tips on the front. So just like, I'm just going down the center. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. The nice thing about dye inks like these from Lawn Fawn is they will kind of dry and smooth on their own. So you don't have to do a great job blending. It's very forgiving. I thought I had more leaves than this. I know I cut more than 3. I don't know. Okay, whatever. All right, Mike, are there questions while I blendy? Oh, by the way, 2 great green colors of cardstock from Lawn Fawn. It's the Noble Fir and the Algae. Look how nice those go together. That's what I'm using here. So I'm using Algae and Noble Fern green cardstock, which now is a good time to stock up on cardstock from Lawn Fawn because you can get the free gifts. Oh, and one more thing. Remember these magnetic boards that I use in videos all the time that hold your dies really well? They come in this full size and half sheet. They're from Lawn Fawn. I just stuck this back here. These are from Lawn Fawn. And what I do is when I'm creating, I take the dies that I'm using and I stick them on one of those magnetic boards. And then when I'm done creating, I just take them off the magnetic board, put them back in the packaging, and then my magnetic boards are ready to use again on the next thing. So I love those boards. They are also the boards that I tape into my cabinet door with double-sided tape, and I put my most used dies there so I can easily grab them. So they're more expensive because they are so thick and so strong. And now, but I don't use them in my storage. I use them as a tool. I talked about it in my last live. Well, now you can get the free gifts. What storage envelopes do you use for dies and stamps now that Avery L is not making them? Simon Says Stamp. They're just like the Avery L were. Okay, so now I'm thinking I want to have a leaf come out here. So let's give it a try. Put some glue here. And I'm going to tuck a leaf in. And we're going to see. But I got to play with it and make sure that it doesn't hinder. Mike. Mike loves it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure, but you always, the reason I'm using liquid glue here is that wiggle room time. Putting them on there and seeing, yep, no problem. Look at that. And I also put one sticking out. No, I'm gonna have it stick out up here, so there's 3. So this might take some time to dry. When you use liquid adhesive on cardstock that is wet, it could use a smile, it could. If you put liquid adhesive on cardstock that is wet from ink, it will take a little bit longer to dry. So I have to, this might want to fall off right now, but it'll eventually hold. Isn't that fun? Okay, I'm not done. It's fun. I should probably glue my sunflower on really good. I just put a little bit before. So I put some strong liquid adhesive on it and that will hold. Oh my gosh, that's fun. And I could really, okay, let's see. I did just snort. Did you hear that, Mike?
Oh, I heard it.
I know. I'll put a sentiment down here. I don't know what yet, but I'll get there. Oh, these are so pretty. So I'm gonna have that kind of like peek down from in there. Yeah, the sunflower is kind of waving. So you could make it cutesy if you want to. You could do whatever floats your little boat. Do you like how I give these haircuts? I just tear them. So these leaves, the leaves are from the Happy Hibiscus set. And then let's do one coming down like that. Oh, this is fun. I need to stop though and make sure that I'm not hindering things. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Let's do one more. We'll just do a small one up there. So it's only peeking out a little bit. And then I might add some of these little guys. Those little guys I'm going to put on the front. That. Stay. Oh, come on. Look at that. They float your little boat. I'm happy. Okay. Not done. I want to put like...
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's kind of cute.
It is cute, see? Okay.
Yep.
I think I want the sentiment there. I could put one here too, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to do doop, 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 little dots of glitter cardstock. I need to add this to supply list. This die is from our friends at Lawn Fawn, or Hero Arts. It's the confetti die that I love so much because I can make little dots of different sizes, and it makes it so I can do easy little embellishments. You can see all the different dot sizes. And then I use them, I cut it from a gold glitter cardstock. So see how it adds some sparkle there, but not bulk, because I cut it from cardstock. All right, ooh, whoa, okay. Now, I want to add some flowers to the front to kind of go with it. Hmm? Oh.
You guys are fine.
Are they gonna play down here?
I don't know.
That's fine. I just, you might wanna close the door. Hold on. I'm looking for something.
Sunflower from Lawn Fawn?
The sunflowers from Lawn Fawn. It's called the Magic Iris Sunflower Add-on. It is in the supply list below. All of these things are in the supply list below. And if you go to my website, I bet Superhero Brand could find it in 2.2 seconds. I've used the sunflower before. Hold on. Jennifer's overthinking. Oh, this will work. Perfect. I don't know what this is from. It's probably a Concord and Night set. But here's more circles. I want some bigger circles. Okay. No, I don't. Not from glitter. I want it from brown. The same brown that I used here. That is Lawn Fawn milk chocolate. Okay, hold on. Because Jennifer's overthinking. Okay, were there more questions? By the way, if you have old stamp sets, ooh, bare body parts everywhere. If you have old Lawn Fawn stamp sets, they're starting to come out with those stencils that color them for older sets. Okay, so if you have a long-time old Lawn Fawn stamp set that you love, that you used to color with markers, but you'd rather color with the stencils, they're starting to come out with the stencils for those old sets. What kind of glue do I have in my bottle? It's in the supply list below. This is a Gina K fine tip bottle with her Gina K Matte Connect adhesive inside. It's what I always use. Is there any shape that it won't work with? Well, you want to kind of cover that platform. I guess you don't have to. You could probably put like an oval or circle on it, on that platform. Let me show you the platform. So there's the platform there, okay? So you could put like an oval or circle on it. It just, you don't want it, the arms to get hooked on whatever's on there. So I tested it, kind of, and I discovered that they will move freely with this. It would be cute to put like a smiley face on it because it's like cheering. But isn't that fun? It's just that movement when you open it. Okay, I have some little flowers here. Let's ink some of these up. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're going to ink some little flowers up to put on the front and the back. Or inside, sorry. I will use tiny little brushes here, and where is my number 2 pencil ink? Did I put it back already? Did I put something away? Hot diggity dog, I did. Lawn Fawn number 2 pencil. It's a great color. Great name. They also have pencil eraser, which is a beautiful color. It's a really unique, oh, this is, my brush is bad. Or my brush needs to be cleaned off. The way I clean off my brushes, oh, I'm all over the place. The way I clean off my brushes is I just rub them onto a dry cloth. If like they start to feel stiff, that's all you gotta do. They also, hi Gran, they also have pencil eraser, cardstock and ink. I'll show you, it's a great color. Pencil eraser cardstock is great. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a muted pinky peach. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna do at the center. Sorry, I'm everywhere here. I'm just really excited because these are fun to make. This is sunflower. By the way, if you ever need to clean a brush, which you never really need to, I take rubbing alcohol and I'll put a spritz onto my glasswork surface. Okay, just a little bit. And I just tap my brush on there once and then take a dry cloth and rub along a dry cloth, and that cleans it, softens it, does all the things. That's all I do. Yes, Brianne, you hear Mario Kart. Lila and her friends just came over and they're out there playing Mario Kart. You know what else we play with a lot? The Wii Just Dance that Kay and Audrey, my older girls, used to play when they were little. And I'm good at it. You know who's really good at it? Is Colin. And he gets into it. Like, really, Just Dance, if you've ever done it, you only really need to do the hand movements, but he gets into it. Like, he does it all. It's cute. Anyway, okay. So now I have some flowers. I'm going to put flowers on the front, kind of around that, because I want to bring some of that sunflower color to the front. I haven't really thought it out. We'll put one up there. We're just going to start sticking them down. Let's do... Just going to put a drop of adhesive at the center, back center, because I'm going to tuck little leaves underneath it. These are really meant to layer, but I'm not doing that. Let's see. I want to balance with maybe, let's do one here. We'll do a lighter one here. There we go. Isn't that fun? Yeah. Just Dance is fun. It really is. Put this one down here. It's a good workout too if you participate fully. I'll put one up here. Okay, let's do a lighter. Oh, I didn't do lighter. See, Jennifer has to overthink. If I have a dark and a light there, I should have a light here and a dark up here. I want to make sure I have enough of all the different things. Then, for leaves, I just was going to tear off some of these and tuck them behind, like that. Yeah. Pam, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it's been a week, hasn't it? Whew. Okay, look at that. So I'm just taking leaves off of these big mama things. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm sure I have other sets of leaves that I could incorporate, but why? I think these need to be smaller. Why reinvent it? I have these out, so no sense digging through, finding other things. Okay, more questions, Mike. It is happy card. Ooh.
What brand of gold glitter cardstock do you use?
Oh, Lawn Fawn has great glitter cardstock, and but this is not a gold. This is a champagne glitter cardstock. This one happens to be from Pink Fresh. I had a scrap right here. But my favorite glitter cardstocks are Lawn Fawn, Pink Fresh, and Simon Says Stamp. They have really good glitter cardstocks. I don't know what happened to the tip of that guy, but there he is. Another question?
Is there an interactive element like that does not have the bear shape?
So the interactive die set comes with the bear, but then you can use it with other things. So you don't need to use the bear, but it comes in the interactive die set, yes. All right, so I decided I was going to do glitter centers on these flowers, but I feel like with the brown on the inside, I wanted some brown on the front. I just kind of pulled it together. And I do like how this is really, the sentiment, it's hard, in real life it stands out more. Some things get lost in videos, but I do like how it's softer, a bit softer. I'm trying to get away from always doing really bold sentiments. I mean, sometimes it's okay. And then I will add, doop, because I'm insane. I will add little gold glitter die cut off center on top of the brown. Okay, give me another question. I'm almost done with this, and then we can do the ghost. The ghost with the most.
People asked if there were matching dies for, I think are these the free ones? I think no.
Lawn Fawn would have to answer that. I'm not sure.
I don't know if they answered those or not.
Aren't those cute? Okay, and then you open it up, and I do want to have a few flowers in here. I'm just going to do 3. I will go back and stamp a little sentiment along the bottom. I'm not going to try doing it right now. Sometimes the pressure of being live makes things harder. Go figure, huh? I think. And then one off here. Let's do a small one. There we go. Maybe I want these farther apart, like that. Okay, now centers. And more questions?
Could you compare stenciling versus coloring with markers, like time, results, supplies needed?
You know what?
What do you normally do?
You know what would be good is I should show you how easy it is to color with the Lawn Fawn. You'll see the difference. I'm not going to color here because I'm not great at it, and it makes my blood pressure go up. I know that's ridiculous, but it's the truth. And so I don't want to go through that stressful. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. Now I could, but I will show you how the stencils work. So I could scatter some little gold glitters, but I'm going to stamp something there. I don't know what yet. Oh, Mike, can you show the free stamp sets again? This will give me the answer. See that "You Are Amazing" at the bottom of my exclusive freebie? When I get this stamp set, I'm going to stamp with the chocolate ink "You Are Amazing" right here at the bottom on my card. All right, you can come back. So right here I'll stamp "You Are Amazing," and then the personal message you would write up here. You could cut like a white piece of cardstock that will fit here, write your message, and then glue it on here. Look how nice that opens, and it's just that movement. So I showed you how to make a bear, right? And then you can change it up with other elements. You just, whatever you put on that platform, you just got to test your arms and make sure they're not hindered. Can you scroll it? I knew I wanted to do a sunshiny card today. Because it's been so gloomy. You could do a sun here. I bet you could put a heart here. A lot of different things that you could put on there. And I am a big fan of taking interactive dies and using them different than they were intended, like with this flower, because that gives you more value from interactive die sets, because usually interactive die sets are bigger. Okay. No, I don't think you need any extra postage for that. I don't think you do. But you could always do like like special envelope, but you could always do a rigid mailer. It just depends on how much bulk you put on it. I put lots of stuff on here. You could definitely keep it thinner. Like, let me see, there was one, like this isn't very thick. See, it's not very thick. Just depends on the layers you put in there. Okay. All right, so there we have two. Now let's try the ghost with the most. Okay, we'll do a simple ghost, and then we'll color with some stencils. I started some ghost pieces, and it's a pretty simple one. But we're going to do some ink blending. So this is the ghost add-on, the Big Hugs Ghost add-on. So this die set works with the Big Hugs interactive die set. Oh, Gina, thank you. Yeah, I don't think it needs extra postage. I don't know. I never trust my own judgment. I always go to the post office and pray I get somebody who's in a good mood, because really I think it depends on the person. But anyways, so you just use this from the Big Hugs interactive die set, and this is an add-on. Now, I chose to use pattern paper this time. Now, Lawn Fawn pattern paper is cool. You know I don't use a ton of pattern paper, but when I do, it's often Lawn Fawn, either Lawn Fawn or Sunny Studios. The thing I like about Lawn Fawn is when they come out with the pattern paper, they usually have a 12 by 12 pack. So it's full 12 by 12 sheets, which are great because you can cut them up or you can use them for scrapbooking. And the pattern's a bit bigger scale. Then what I usually use is the 6 by 6, where it's the same patterns, but on a smaller scale. Just to show you. So you can see the 6 by 6 pattern is a smaller scale. Now the 6 by 6 has a ton of sheets in it. The 12 by 12 is double-sided. And this particular pad is called All the Sparkles. It's older. It has foil on it. And so does the 6 by 6. Now, again, I normally do the 6 by 6 because I usually like the smaller scale. But I thought today I'll use the 12 by 12. They have lots of pattern papers. Really, really good ones. But this one, I thought, I'm going to try to make this look a little spooky-ish. Okay? Just a little. Ish. So I am starting, I cut down from the 12 by 12, 2 panels. I need to do some thinking, hold on. 2 panels. These, I'm gonna trim down just a hair more. I'm gonna trim these down. They're gonna be a little bit smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that when I'm done, let me get a note card. When I'm done, I can glue them onto an A2 note card and there'll be a little white trim. So this note card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And one will go here and one will go on that side. I could do some up here too, but I'm not going to. Maybe I should. No, I'm not going to. Yeah. Okay, so I want to add some ink to this to make it a little darker, a little spookier. I don't know. We're gonna try it. So I think like a dark purple would be fun. Let's first try sugar plum, which isn't super dark, but we'll do a little bit of sugar plum and a little bit of blue jay together on it. Just kind of around the edges. So let's get a brush. I have my ink stand. Oh, by the way, I think right now, Mike,
Yeah.
Can you check, does Glassboard Studio have 20% off with my code right now, Jennifer?
Yeah.
I think they do. Okay. I have my Pink Fresh blending brushes. They're just really good for backgrounds. This is Sugar Plum ink. I'm gonna do, I haven't tested this. This could totally fail. But I thought it'd be fun to do like a little purple here and there on this. Just to kind of make this more of a night sky with lots of sparklies. So this is Sugar Plum.
Code Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yes, 20%.
Okay. By the way, Glassboard Studios, which is the glass magnetic work surface that I work on, and the magnets, the super strong magnets you see me use a lot to hold things, they're offering 20% off right now with my code Jennifer. I don't know for how long, but I know this week, I think it's just this weekend. So if you use Jennifer anytime, you get 15% off, but this weekend, it's 20 with the code Jennifer. Forgot to mention that at the beginning. Okay, now Blue Jay. Their Blue Jay cardstock is one of my favorites. It's like a bright navy color. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna try to keep like a little halo of the lighter blue color in the center so that it kind of creates a little highlight there. That's kind of fun. I like that. Yeah, I kind of like that little fade in the middle. And I'm doing the same thing-ish to both, so the inside and the outside mimic each other. I feel like with this interactive card, whatever you got going on the front, I feel like needs to continue to the inside. It's like a scene that goes in between. I don't know. What do I know? That's my idea. Okay, so let me put these away. I think I'm also gonna blend a little black around the edges. Just a little bit to make it a little bit darker just on the edges. So I will get out, well, since I'm here, I'll just use black licorice. You could really use any black ink. Just a little bit around the edges. And what, oh, by the way, what's happening here is the gold foil that's printed on it resists the ink. So it'll still stay nice and shiny gold. I'll show you. Yeah, that's fun. It made it a little more spooky. Look at that. Oh. I could do more contrast, but I'm not going to. Hi, Miles. What are you making? I hope you're good, Miles. Oh, he's the cutest thing. Miles, I can't wait to hear what you're going to be for Halloween this year. You always have the best costume ideas. Okay. So there we go. Let me wipe that. Sometimes on a dark background, a little black on the edge. Sounds scary, but it really can make it pop. Isn't that fun? So I changed that. This is what it looked like before. And this is what my fingers look like after. The foiled paper is called All That Sparkles. I believe I did put it in the supply list below. Okay. All right, so there's that. Oh, I put all that away. Drats. I need to, shoot. I need to blend something else. I can get it out. That's what I get for putting things away. And then when you put the white trim around it, it just makes it all the better. Contrast is fun. Okay, so I put piece on the front, piece on the inside. And then this is my pop-up. And remember, in all of the cards, this part right here shows. So I'm going to ink blend that little area right here, so that when it shows, it'll match the background more. So I'm just going to do a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can always cover it. You could cut a piece and cover it. It really doesn't matter. But what I'll do is just take a little bit of purple. It is this little curved piece here. I'm sure, is that right? Yeah. I'll just put a little bit of blue on there, or purple on there, and then a little bit of blue. Just to make it match up a little bit more. Okay, now we're good. And I won't bother putting it away because I'll probably need it again. All right, so same thing we've done a million times. Before I said that it's good to do this interactive element out of cardstock, and I wouldn't recommend pattern paper. I did say that. I'm doing it out of pattern paper here, but Lawn Fawn pattern paper is really good quality, so I think it'll hold up just fine. Okay? There are other good quality cards or pattern papers out there. Just make sure it's thick enough, you know, that it won't get destroyed. So I just kind of push, and you'll start to see that as triangles form, see? And then you just squeeze the arm in. All right, there we go. Okay, so we'll flip this over, and it looks like it's like a basket with two little eggs. And on this flap right here, we'll put our adhesive. I'll use double-sided tape to save the time of not having to wait for it to dry. Yeah, Lawn Fawn has like classes and stuff, free classes online that Shari and I think Jen Shirkus and Kelly and others do. They're always great. Shari is one of my favorite happy card makers, and she works for Lawn Fawn now. Somebody asked earlier what my pickup stick tool is. This is one from Lawn Fawn. It's got little gems on the inside, wax piercing. Okay, so I have adhesive on this flap here. My little egg sticking out of the basket. Close it up, and you have what looks like a 2-liter, right? Now we've got back here the mushroom shape. So we're gonna put, oop, I forgot to fold on that line. There we go. See the mushroom there? We're gonna put it double-sided tape on that. Folks are asking what size glass magnetic work surface I use. Here's the thing. I would recommend buying the biggest one you can fit. Mine's big, looks like it's like 36-ish by 24-ish. So it's a 36-inch wide one. I have 4 of them in here at the 4 different spots at my desk, and I have smaller versions upstairs. I have one a little bit smaller than this on my work desk upstairs, on Lila's work desk upstairs. I think they're fantastic. They're good quality. This is the gray version. They have fun printed ones. They have black, white, whatever. The printing is under the glass, so you don't have to worry about that scratching off. It's just nice. I love mine. Okay, so there's adhesive on that mushroom. I flip it over. I line the edge of this flap up right up into the crease of my card. Once it's lined up there, I press down, okay? Then we put adhesive on the little flap. Yeah, I agree. The work mats are great. And I've used different ones over the years. And the reason I have settled on this one for quite a while now is because the glass, the grid lines, and the strong magnets. I, for years, would get, from a glass company, I would get a glass piece cut to cover my whole desk because I liked working on glass so much. But now there's these glass mats, and this one's particularly great because of the magnet. Okay, so see the little adhesive on that flap? Close it up, and there's our pop-up. Now it looks funny right now. It won't once we add our pieces. Okay, so somebody was asking, is there a code for the Hero Arts confetti die? Wait until Sunday. All right, so there we go. So now, our spooky guy here. I thought about making this card all patterned paper. I think I will. So this pattern paper, it's just gray stripe, like a light gray stripe. You could do glitter too. You could do glitter paper here. I don't think I want to. I think I want to just do all pattern paper. Why not? It is from the All That Sparkles 6x6 inch pad, paper pad. So it's the small stripes. I'll do a little, I don't know, let me see. Maybe I want glitter. I feel like I'm keeping it, you know what, I'm keeping it simple. So I think I'm gonna do glitter. Hold please. I gotta find some glitter paper. Let's get some glitter paper. I know I have some right here. 'Cause I cut these scraps yesterday. All right, so you cut both pieces. Any questions there, Mike? Looks kind of funny right now.
What if, do you see that?
Can you tell me the color gray cardstock that matches the gray of the glass mat? Oh.
Because it may get like blown out, or I think that's what the reason for the question.
Yeah, I don't know that there is one. This is Tailored Expression Oyster. You can see how close it is. Okay, so I like the gray because it gives me a contrast to white cardstock or black cardstock. So if I had a black mat, it seemed too high of a contrast. If I had a white mat, I mostly use white cardstock and it would get lost. So the gray is always nice to me. Here's a comparison. This is Gina K Soft Stone. You can see this is Gina K Stormy Sky and Soft Stone. So you can see how it kind of compares. I like the gray because it's easy on the eyes. I can see white on it. It doesn't distract. Like there's colorful ones, but I feel like that distracts what I'm working on. I struggle with color. And so to try to come up with color schemes on a background that's color, like more color, I think would be hard for me. I'm just gonna glue this on here. No, I'll put the tape on the back. Okay. So you can just use this die piece from the interactive die set, cut that from black and glue it to the back, and the black would show through. But I like to make things more complicated and inlay my little die cuts with tape on the back. I should have done this again with black glossy. Simon says stamp black glossy is great for this kind of thing. You can put little cheeky weekies on them. Oh, those are cute. Can you go back to the comments?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hang on. Doopy-doo-doo. Hold on. I want to show you. You can also, oh, you know what I'm going to do instead? Did I already put glue on my cardstock? I did. What I should have done, it might not work now because I put some liquid glue on there. I'll try it. If it if it doesn't work, I'll cover it up. I'm gonna take a Copic marker. Doo-be-doo-doo. Let's do, where are my cheek colored ones? Well, bummer. R30, where are you? Oh, we'll do R20. You can color your glitter paper. There, look and see, you can get like a little blush. Hold on, I'll show you in a moment. Little blush on them. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now this gets glued onto here. I'm just going to do liquid adhesive to save time. And I'll also run some tape runner that will dry right away. Okay, put that on there. Come on. Press it on there. Okay. See, strong magnet. These magnets are strong enough that if you have on your glass work surface, if you have a grip mat, it will hold it there. I'm a mess. Okay. Now I want to make a bow tie on him. Guess why not? Here's what, if you use the little die cuts for the cheeks, that's what it looks like. Okay. Look at that. All right, so now, hold on. I'll do the bow tie next, but let's go ahead and glue the little army wormies onto here. So you put them in until they don't go any further. Hold on. Like that. And then test. Always test. Oh my gosh. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen, Mike. I love it. Oh, that's so cute. I'm actually gonna, yeah, well, no, I'll just do it. Okay. You look around the other side, make sure they're on there. Yep, look at that. And see where I ink blended that so it kind of blends into the background. So it's like he's floating. Gosh. Okay, let's do a bow tie. I think I'll use Sugar Plum cardstock from Lawn Fawn. When I get out a new sheet of cardstock, I like to cut it in half at 5.5, then in half again at 4 1/4. So these are more manageable colors, sizes to work with. And then I'll take the other ones I'm not using and put them back into the sleeve with the other sheets of the same color. Oh, there are pieces of bear all over. Oh, that is so fun. I do want to add Boo in here. I might put Boo right on his body. Okay, so there are my little bow tie. I'm gonna blend on him. Let's do some blending. See, I didn't need to put these away. Stay there. Let's do a little bit of Sugar Plum. Let's do Sugar Plum towards the center, like that. Are they mowing the yard? Oh my gosh. That's gonna tear everything up. It's so wet out there. And a little bit of the Blue Jay on the edge. That's gonna tear up my yard. Okay, that's cute. Look at, Mike loves it. He loves a cutesy thing. Now, Lawn Fawn has a bunch of Halloween stamp sets with Halloween sentiments. But I ran out of time to dig through mine. So, I'm not gonna add those just yet. Instead, I'll show you. Gosh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Look at that. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Now, in this case, I will keep the front very plain. Oh yeah, if you get the Big Hugs pop-up, the Jennifer freebie code will get you 2 free stamp sets. That's pretty awesome. That's, Lawn Fawn, that's very generous of you, and I appreciate that. Lord knows we can all use little pick-me-ups like that. So what I think I will do here, Mike, on the floor, kind of at the bottom of the steps down here,
Yeah.
is a alphabet die set.
Okay.
Do you mind grabbing it for me? I think what I will probably do on this is I'm going to put Boo and Sparkle here. And then on the front, I will probably just stamp Happy Halloween on a strip and glue it there. Because oftentimes when I have something crazy fun in the inside, I want the outside to stay plain. Yeah, they have sentiments like too cute to spook, things like that, beautiful, lots of things that you can use. I'm not going to dig through them. Yes. But so I'll finish the inside. This is a really old die set. I don't know if they carry this anymore. It's called Oliver Stitched ABCs. Mike, can you see if they have that still? Lawn Fawn. Yeah, they have lots of alphabet die sets, but this is one of that I actually use quite a bit, and Colin used to use them on like science projects, like science boards or whatever, poster boards, display things for school. Okay, because it's a nice basic font. It does have a faux stitching at the center, down the center of the letters, which you really can't see on the glitter paper, but I think that's okay. I think I'll just do Boo. Hold on, I need another O. I'm trying to conserve my glitter paper. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. Mike, it's cute. Super cute. No, you know what? I'll just eyeball it. I was going to use my sticky mat to line them up nice and even and then pick them up with a strip of tape, but it's 3 letters. I can line that up. Or I could make them kind of go curvy if I wanted to, but I'm just going to do this. I mean, come on. I'm going to send this to Colin at college so that he has to put it up on his desk so all of his 15 roommates can see. He lives in a house with a bunch of boys. But none of them drink, so it's not too, oh, these letters aren't the same size. It's not too messy, I guess you would say. Oops. I'm gonna mess this up, but that's good enough. Boo. Isn't that cute? Oh, that's perfect. So I did that from the same white glitter paper. All right, so on the front, you know, you could use like a cutesy ghost stamp, but I feel like, for me, like if I used a ghost stamp on the front, it doesn't really match with the die cut style on the inside. So I would just stamp Happy Halloween on a strip and put it on there. You could put maybe some little, like little die cut bats or something around it, or die cut stars. But really the inside is the star of the show. Isn't that fun? Worked perfect. Yeah, it did. So these were the Oliver Stitch ABCs. They've been out forever. You can see how the color of the dies are even different from back then. I need to put these into packaging, so I'm just going to tape that there until I do. Okay, so those are some different ways to use the new Big Hugs pop-up dies. And I showed some examples from Lawn Fawn earlier. So I wanted to do that. Those are so much fun. Yeah, and you can try putting other things on the on that center panel and have other things stick out. You just got to test it. If you're going to test different things, do what I did. I don't know where it is now though. Do a mock-up first with like scrap paper. Like, do a little mock-up like this with scrap paper and test what you can put on there and put on here and have it still work before you spend time on your goods, cardstocks and supplies to make an element. Test it first. All right. So there we go. Now I wanted to show you, I'm going to do giveaways at the end, but I don't think I have properly talked enough ever about the Lawn Fawn coloring stencils. So I'll use this one. This is the Hocus Purr-cus, like Hocus Pocus, but purr for cats. I'm going to take this one because it has a lot of different elements. I'll just stamp it. I'm not going to make a card with this right now, but I want to show you how easy this is. Now, the reason is somebody had asked at the beginning, does it save you time to use the stencils to color instead of markers? That really depends if you're a fast colorer or not. Jen Purr-cus is the master at coloring images with Copic markers, and especially Lawn Fawn images, because she does a lot of work with Lawn Fawn. Highly recommend her classes, her channel, Jen Purr-cus. She makes coloring simple. I just don't enjoy the coloring process. Everybody's different, and I know some of you people think I'm nuts, but I don't enjoy the coloring process. So for me, I enjoy the inking process more, so I like to use stencils. So I'm going to show you that. I just stamped with black ink because I am going to be inking over the black ink. I am just heat setting that ink so it doesn't smear. You could just give it time to dry instead, but I always find it's good to heat set ink anytime you want to do something on top of it. Okay, so there are dies, by the way, that coordinate. So these are the coordinating stencils. These are fantastic because, let's see the etching? So you line up the etching with your stamps and it's really easy to figure out what goes with what. Isn't that great? So I am doing, I'm doing this guy right here. So let's start blending. Now I picked one with lots of different spots, but I think that's fine. They're all right here. So all of this colors that guy there. So I first line up the cat, and it would frustrate me because I'm easily frustrated with coloring to try to do blending and shading on that. Hold on, I gotta find a color I like. I'm gonna do Hippo. Hippo's a great gray. So these stencils make it easy. So now I can do like a heavy amount of Hippo at the base, like, you know, at the bottom for shading, and then blend it to lighter at the top. There we go. So there, the cat is done. The next one, there's etching, so you can figure out where things line up. Next is a book. It's got this etching line that lines up with the bottom of the cat and the other books. So I'll put that down. We're going to do this book with Sugar Plum because I have my Sugar Plum right here. All right. And you could do shading on it. I didn't bother with shading on that. And then this gives the center sections. Let's do gold. No, we're going to just do, I'm going to do a light purple. So just do a light amount of that color. So it's tone on tone. All right. Next, and I'm lining up the etching. Super easy to do. This is the one that's the potions. So let's do that in like a limey green. We're going to use cilantro. So this process, I much prefer to doing Copic markers or any kind of coloring, but listen, this is all up to you and what floats your boat. All right, now the top book, let's do that one with the Blue Jay. Got it right here. And you could do shading on these little books, but I'm not bothering. This is the little details. I'll just do that light. Oh, now we've got the potions, the spooky potions. All right, Mike, do you have, you got questions that I can answer? I did see somebody just ask, do I clip the little metal pieces off the dies? Those were really old dies. Most dies don't come connected anymore. They just, they come separate, like you can see here. But if you want to, if you have old dies that need to be clipped apart, these are the Lawn Fawn wire or like die cutters. And this I have right here in my drawer. This is what I use. So if you need one, Lawn Fawn's got a really good one. All right, so this is a great color. This is called Kiddie Pool, which is a great name. Let me get a piece of cardstock. Ooh. It's like a nice soft color, and that will lighten. I'm gonna do that on top of these little bottles here. Do this one here. Look at that. And then I'm gonna do a yellow potion. I think this potion's gonna be yellow. What color is a purple lavender? It is sugar plum that I used. So see, I can do shading on the opening. Let's make this one. This one I'll do, I've got purple right here. I keep doing everything the same colors because I don't want to take too much time. So see, I'll do like, you can do shading in these little areas. I think I'll do a purple over here too. Now, I'm not going to finish all of it. I'll show you there's other details because I'll show you why I'm not going to finish it all. If you look at the stencils, there's even stencils to do those little dots in the potions, okay? Instead of that, I'm choosing to do a little gold pen. There we go. All right, Mike, what were the questions that I was ignoring there?
Could you cut the pop-up mechanism from acetate?
Somebody asked if you can cut the pop-up mechanism from acetate. Okay, for me, hold on. For me, that coloring took about 1/10 of the time of doing like markers, but it's up to you. I think it's fantastic that they have these kind of stencils available for those of us who don't color, right? And they have them for lots of different ones. Now this one obviously had lots, the reason I chose this image is it has lots of different openings and they have holes in their stencils for all the different openings, okay? Could you cut the interactive mechanism from acetate? Honestly, I wouldn't. The reason I say I wouldn't is acetate doesn't always fold well. And when you do get it to fold well, it wants to stay that way. So I don't think it's a good choice for that mechanism. Now you can absolutely try it, but I don't think it would work well. Yeah, their stencils are very well designed. Okay, so I just wanted to demonstrate that. Okay. Yes, Janelle, that's another thing for me. Picking the Copic markers that I need to blend to get a colored image like that takes me a very long time. So I'm better with inks because I don't have as many inks. And I know, like here, I used Hippo, heavy on the bottom and lighter at the top. 1 ink, right? If I would have done Copic markers, I would have needed multiple grays, and I'd have to figure that out to do that blending. So it's up to you. Some people like to color. The grip mat is different. It is Pink Fresh. Come to my live on Monday. Wait till Monday.
Huh.
Okay? So just wait till Monday. All right, so there we go. Hi, Gran. I have a giveaway. I'm going to give away a set of Lawn Fawn products. If you haven't left a comment in the chat, go ahead and do so now, and that will make you eligible. Mike will pick a winner in a few minutes. In the meantime, Mike, can you put up the free gift images again?
Yeah.
So those are the 2 stamp sets that you get for free if you use my code, Jennifer Freebie, and spend $75 at Lawn Fawn. All of that information is in the YouTube description below. If you want to see a closer look at these stamp sets, you can go to the live page for this live stream. It's the link at the top of my YouTube description that has the word live in it. You can see the pictures of these stamps and also thumbnails of everything I used today. There's also the supplies I used in the YouTube description below. All right, can you come back to me, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Do you want to say hi, Gran?
Where? In front of people?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
You went shopping again, huh? Lucky lady.
yeah, sale shopping.
Sale shopping. Come say hi.
Okay. Where?
That's a new shirt. I like it.
Yeah, I just bought that.
Okay.
Hi!
Gran doesn't make cards.
No, I don't.
I've tried to get her
Yeah.
to, but I have had the Lawn Fawn wire cutters for years. I don't even know. Do they still sell them? I don't even know.
I like your cards.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Usually you like other people's cards,
Yeah,
not
well.
mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, did she tell you? Usually when I say I love that card, she says, well, somebody else made it. Yeah. Bye.
All right. Everybody's saying hi.
Oh, great.
Mike, are you going to pick a winner?
Give me a minute.
Okay, Mike's going to pick a winner. Let me show you what the winner gets. It is this new moth stamp set. It's called Like Cute Moths, and it says, thank you very moth. Thank you very moth. You light up my life. Very cute. There are, and you get the stamp stencils and dies. Let me see. I think I have an example that they sent with the moth. That's super cute. Yeah, here's one. I think it's cute. It says, you light up my life. And look at, Lawn Fawn sent this card. I didn't make it, Lawn Fawn did it. Isn't that fun? And this would be fun to make light up too. But there's like a little lantern. It's fun. I like that. I like that back. Oh, new colors. Because this is the new color cardstock. The 3 new colors are Sunset Orange and, where is it? This guy here. Oh, look at that color palette. That's pretty. Sunset Orange. This is Cantaloupe. And then, this color. They go great together. Forest Teal. Forest Teal, Cantaloupe, and Sunset Orange. Those are their new colors. And this is called Sunset Orange, but it's like a peachy orange. Okay? It's what I used here. All right. Do you have a winner, Mike?
Yes, I do.
Who's the winner? Mom, come see how the cards work. Did you see how they work? Come over. You'll like them even more. Flying by to say hi. Thanks so much. Watch.
I just ate Italian for lunch, and Mike said he can smell the garlic. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's great.
And then watch. It's a ghost. And then a flower.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Anyways, who's the winner, Mike?
The winner is Lisa Tyler.
Lisa Tyler, you are the winner of this bundle. Go to my website and email me through Contact Me and, or is it Contact Me or Contact Us? Probably contact me.
I put it in chat and I will pin it here in a second.
No, on my
So it's-
website, does it say contact us or contact me?
Oh, I'm going to
I don't know. Does go to my website to the contact form
Me.
and send us contact me.
Yep,
And
contact.
send us your address and we'll get these sent out to you along with a card.
Okay, let me.
Okay, that's it. I've got some teenagers out there, so I get to go do that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Lawn Fawn for these generous offers. And I will be live again on Sunday, I think at 3. I think it'll be 3.
Yeah,
So I would love to see you there. I have several different cards planned. Unique cards, stretching supplies again. So I hope you'll make it. Thank you, Lawn Fawn. Thank you all for being here and have a great weekend. Mike's not ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
You're ready? Okay, bye.